Hi, thanks for picking this video. Today I'm going to talk about tips for DMV test preparation. Stay with me. So what is the first thing that you need to do as you prepare for the computer test? This is not about the practical test, but the computer test, written test. The first thing you need to do is download and read the DMV handbook for your particular state, because each state has its own. Mine is Nevada, so I needed to type DMV handbook Nevada. So let's keep on moving. The next thing you need to do is highlight the new information as you read the PDF or the printout that you have. Why? Because not everything in the handbook is something new. It talks about everything. You don't need to learn about what red light is, green light. You already know those things, especially if you grew up in your state and you're familiar with the traffic rules. A lot of things that you read there will be things that you're familiar with, but there will be some things that are new. You need to highlight those things because when you read it again, you don't need to read everything. You read only the parts that you highlighted. Okay? Focus only on relevant information. Now, this is similar with what I have just said, but by relevant, I mean information that is related with the kind of license that you want to get, because the handbook is not only for Class C for cars and vans, it also has information for truck drivers, commercial vehicles, and also motorbikes, even pedestrians, cyclists. So you need to focus on what is relevant. I encourage reading everything because it's good to know about other vehicles and the rules that they have to follow and the things that they may do. It will help you better predict their driving behavior while you're on the road. But you don't really need it for the test. So you read it the first time just for the sake of understanding, but in preparing for the test, you better focus only on what is relevant to yours. Okay, the next is make your own notes for the items that need memorization. This is because as you read, you will find out that in different pages you will have different things to study. But when you put them together, it makes it easier to remember. So it's a good technique to study. I'm willing to share my personal note. I will tell about that later. I suggest that you make sure that everything that you're not familiar with in the handbook is included in the personal handout that you prepare. Okay, the next is psychological. Have a good night rest and make sure you take your breakfast. This is simply because when our body is right, our mind will function well. If you're tired, if you're hungry, you will not be effective. Schedule the test, giving yourself enough time to review. Do not rush. There's no need to rush. Start the process early. Give yourself enough time. Take the test only when you feel that you're confident and you can pass it easily. That will save you money. That will save you unnecessary discouragement and a lot of appointments that you need to make if you want to take the test again and again. Another thing to consider is please do not focus on the failure of others. Most likely you will go to Google and you check if people pass or fail. And if you type about failing, that's what you get. About 80,100,000 results for a search DMV forum, I failed. That's only the forums. If you just type I failed on DMV test, it may even be more than that. Do not focus on that. Okay, so in general, it is advisable to think about passing, not failing, not only in DMV test, but in any aspect of our lives. Okay, while taking the test, if you are not sure about the test item, use the skip button. Actually, there's a benefit in skipping. The reason why the skip button is there is for you to skip the question if you don't know the answer. You will have 25 questions. Out of 25, you need to answer 20 questions correct. So let's say you're doubting question number 5. You've been doing well up to question number 4, and you are not sure, you answer it, you miss it, it is going to show you you are left only with 4 questions to miss. And the next one, it will be 3 questions to miss. And the lesser it becomes, the anxiety will start building up, and suddenly you'll find even the easy questions difficult. So to avoid that, you skip, which means question number 5 is difficult. You've answered 4, and then it gives you the next question. That would be the 6th question, and your score is still 4 out of 4. The questions are not in order of difficulty, so do not be afraid to skip. When you skip, the next question may be easier. By the time you answered 20 questions correct, whether what you're left with is 5, 4, 3, 2, it will stop, because you only need 20. That is 80%. So that's a very important point there. Do not be afraid to skip. You will not lose anything for skipping. All right. Do not focus on how many questions you are allowed to miss. Focus on how many you have answered right, because the computer will show you. I wish it doesn't focus on how many questions you missed. That's how they set it up. I don't know what they're thinking. It was better if it is only the right questions that you got, instead of scaring you that you're left with only this number of questions to miss. Finally, keep in mind that you still have a chance to take it again. If the worst happens, you're not going to prison. It just makes it longer. You can take it again. Because if you are bitter and desperate about the first failure, you prepare yourself for the next failure. So be positive. You've tried, you've learned something from your first experience. Think that it's going to help you on the second try. Okay? Thanks for watching till the end. If you are interested in getting my handout, please subscribe to this page and click on the bell button so that you'll get further notification. I plan to make another video on reverse parking, that is about the road test, especially how to use modern cars that are equipped with LCD rear view monitor screen. That makes it easy. I did it and it was so easy. So watch out for that video. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a good day.